on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Five teams have advanced to the divisional rounds, and one more will join them. Our final wild card game is underway. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Wilson on 1st and 10. He lets one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 6-0 lead right away. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr gonna open with a pass here. Forced out to his right. Oh, he got 3. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Carr. Buying some time right. That's The rookie from Texas hauling it in. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Carr with it on first. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
When coaches discuss their favorite plays, I guarantee you this one's going to be on it. Not just because of the catch, but because of the effort to go lay out and bring in an off-target throw.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing again, it's Carr. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They get 22 on that one. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Second down now, 7 to go. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the 26 on second down. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Carr throwing on third. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Kamara running out of the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He brings it in. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Man in motion here. From the shotgun, Carr. Into traffic, complete. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Russ. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Russ now from the gun. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. They're down to their final one in this half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Wilson now from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jack Jones has got it. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they make the tackle at the 38. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Wilson with it on 1st. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Russ is cooking again. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Chubb running out of the gun. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Wilson. And in, touchdown, New York. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. Gano ready to send this away. And he's going to field this in the end zone without a return, so they'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Called in left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. He finds Johnson. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the 1st down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing his car. Kamara's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints, who have 2nd and 4. They've got a man in motion. Pistol snap to Carr. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. The throw is caught. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run with Kamara. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Carr here from the gun. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Carr. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints earn the chance to tie before halftime. Chris Olave with the touchdown. So the Saints offense staying on the field. They're going for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
6:37.
He's throwing for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Back to throw it. He fires one deep down the right sideline. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Carr. This is reeled in by Kamara. 16 yards on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 men in the secondary for the G-men now, ahead of third down. Slot man motioned over.
93. 93. 734.
Carr staring down a 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Wilson to throw it. He's on the move. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage. Turn, but it is still a turnover. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on 1st down. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on 1st down. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wilson now. He rolls to his right. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man. This one intended for the running back. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think more than ever, QBs today are so good at doing this, Kate, buying himself enough time and actually finding a target downfield. Just this time, he couldn't quite make that connection.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Russ now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Wilson now from the gun. Chubb brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Sticking in the air with Wilson. It's into the hands of Chubb. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. Complete to Hyatt. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a third-quarter lead. And now the Giants keeping the offense on the field. We've got a two-point attempt coming up. They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Carr with it on first. He's got Shaheed. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. Carr now on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants take over as he records his 10th career INT.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. Now here's Russ. Flush down now to his left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Russ. For the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And they'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up second down. Once more, it's Wilson. Into the hands of Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Guys, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down, here's Russ. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Russ is cooking again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. The 30. The 10. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Now the Saints to the line for another two-point try. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Giants get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return.
Saints 21, Giants 20.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. On the return, here's Jones. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. After the pick, here's Wilson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They send a man in motion. Hyatt with the grab. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Giants will have a first down.
New York.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. He'll get this complete to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Buys time, rolling right. Finds Hyatt. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. We're down to one quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Giants have the ball, and they have work to do to save their playoff run. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Wilson to throw again. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Chased out to his right. Connects with Slayton. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Second and goal now, 5 yards more difficult following that penalty. Here's Wilson to the air. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
So now a big moment for the Giants as they line up for two. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4th. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 39. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Blitz coming, Carr. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Giants have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Chubb here on 1st down. He runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Ross out of the pistol. Chubb brings it in. And this one does not go far. We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Chubb going for the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Ross off the play fake. It is caught left side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st and 15. Thrust now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, New York! I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Escapes the pocket. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Carr with it on 1st. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
He's throwing for it! And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Jones.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Chubb. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Giants leading by 6. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. And he lets him in too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And their defense does it. They take it back for a touchdown, and we're all tied up. So here are the Saints facing a consequential two-point attempt. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now the kick team out to steal away the lead with a point after. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. We like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. Toward the sideline, and he locates Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. They run it from the gun with Chubb. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. again. It's Chubb. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And a timeout arrives with just 4 seconds left. And a possible game winner upcoming. So everything comes down to this from Graham Gano. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. That one is good! And their postseason starts with a win as they take this wild card game. So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New Orleans.